Yo, what's up everybody? Redovion here with an SD Gundam Battle Alliance update. Fun stuff. Alright, so if you are already unaware, version 1.30 should be dropping October 12th. That's Wednesday, October 12th. Now, here's a few things we have going on in this update. Not only is it preparing us for DLC 3 that will be coming out the 27th of October, so please keep that in mind. Again, the DLC should not be active until the 27th of October. So we'll get that out of the way. That also includes the DLC unit as well, okay? So Rebirth by Destruction, Flash of Fate, and EX Mission Extreme 5 will be available at that point in time. So you will need to have complete the Rebirth and Destruction and Flash of Fate in order to get to EX Mission 10, I believe it was. I'll put the description in the description below. I'll put in the patch notes and whatnot so you can check it out yourselves. I just want to take some time here. I want to point out some neat things though, however. They added some additional parts which should be available once you get this update. It's extended magazine, and it looks like so your reload is 100% slower, but your number of use is 100% more. So it doubles the reload speed, but it also doubles your ammo capacity, which is kind of cool, especially for using suits like Wing Zero. I'd love to have, you know, twice as many shots. It's pretty dope. Kind of excited about that. They give you 10 revision keys, which is, you know, to be expected. Now, there's a lot of neat things that we have in this patch, but there's a few things I did want to home in on. Again, it's a lot. I'm not going to go through all of it. I want to point out that they made adjustments for the ease of hitting certain special attacks. So when you use your SPA, you'll turn in the direction of the enemy unit at that time during the cutscene, which I absolutely love. I feel as if there was times where I whiffed certain SPAs because of that cutscene and the enemy just moving or flying off somewhere, and I was kind of locked in there. So that's actually really dope. Now, they've also buffed these roles a little bit. For all-rounder, they added a double SPA recast gauge recovery speed effect during the roll actions of all-rounder on top of what they already have. So it's really dope. They also increased the stagger effect of all-rounders. That's really exciting. And they say adjustments have been made to allow roll actions to be used during roll action effects. So it's interesting. I'm not really sure, but the number of repair kits all-rounders can have has been changed to 5. Interesting. And that's the base 5. There's a lot of things there, but the takeaway from the all-rounder buff is hopefully it feels like an all-rounder, because normally I feel more comfortable playing an infighter or sharpshooter versus all-rounder, but I might be picking the wrong ones, you know, so to each their own. Up next, we have infighter, right? And so what they did for infighter is for the roll action, they increased the boost consumption by 0.7 and final damage suffered by 0.8. So you take a little bit less damage and your boost consumption is altered a little bit. Hopefully, they apparently wanted to make it easier to take advantage of the infighter's feature of sticking to the enemy and inflicting damage over and over again, because that's what you're supposed to do, get in there and put in work. But they also noted for suits like Full Armor Unicorn Gundam, where the role can be changed from sharpshooter and fighter, it is possible to receive the effects by using the role actions during the SPA effects. So, meaning, if I do Full Armor Unicorns SPA, go into infighter, and then use my roll action, it'll count as if I'm an infighter, not a sharpshooter. So that's really dope. The number of infighter repair kits has been changed to 4 instead of 3. It's really dope. And they adjusted the basic hate multiplier for infighter, which is going to be interesting because I felt like as infighter I was a tank, or at least when I ran Rex, I felt I was a tank sometimes, or I had to use a minus hate part. So that's pretty dope. Oh, that's so exciting. Alright, so I can't wait to jump into it when it's released and play around with it. They also mentioned how they adjusted multipliers for damage taking and damage dealt due to level difference. And I'll have all those numbers in here, but they definitely have updated it, and it's not as difficult So that's pretty good. They also noticed that the HP of mobile armors appearing in the following missions have been adjusted. So they have a list from directed to mission 2D, 3A, 3B, 3C, 4B. Sounds like the earlier missions. They kind of nerfed the HP some of these bosses, mobile armor bosses have. So that's really exciting, and I feel as if this is good for people who are playing at their own pace. Because again, this game rewards you at your own pace. You know, you can binge it, or you can just take your time and enjoy and love it. Now, they've also mentioned that they adjust the enemy units, such as the Camphor, the Turn-X, the Burning Gundam, Knight Gundam, Master Gundam, Knight Superior Gundam, Turn-A Dark History, and so on. And they mentioned that they have been adjusted so they're easier to avoid by jumping or stepping to the left or right by reducing their performance. So I kind of see this because I feel as if sometimes you get caught with things. I'm like, oh, I thought I definitely was not going to get caught with that. So that's good. That's good. They also the amount dropped from enemy units has been adjusted upward to make it easier to strengthen units, depending on easy, normal, or hard difficulty. I like that. That's actually pretty dope. They also talk about the cell values. They increased it as well. Now here is the cream of the crop. This is probably my most excited part, and I'm silly here, right? The adjustment of lock-on behavior when destroying enemy units. Because, you know, when an enemy is destroyed, a function has been added to automatically change the lock-on if there's another target that meets the lock-on conditions, or remove the lock-on if there's no target without an explosion or breakout performance. Now, you can turn this on and off, and I love this because I had this weird sensation while playing where your lock-on just kind of dies, or it sits on this unit before you can move to someone else. So I'm really excited for that. Another quality of life improvement is you can now sell extension parts in the results screen, which is amazing because I'd hate have to go in between, and that's why I would always fill up. So it's really cool, and you can also, it's now possible to lock expansion parts, so they're not eligible for sale on the expansion parts equipment screen. So I love this. I would essentially, I'm like, if I'm going to use it, I'm going to lock it. If not, I'll sell it all. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Also mentioned when searching for multiplayer rooms that have players available can be entered and are now displayed at the top of the list for priority given to those rooms. There's new callouts, oh my gosh, that have been added to the greetings, reply, praise, thank you, and order chats during multiplayer. Yes, please give us more. They've also mentioned that they fix other problems with some of the suits. There's a lot of notes in here. I'm not going to go through all of these, but please make sure you do it. I do see Freedom Gun in there, Barbados 6th Form. There's a lot of things in there, so I'm really excited to jump into this update. Let me know if you guys are excited as well. If you're still playing this game, if you haven't played the game, you should check it out. Get a free demo. It's really fun. Make sure you check out the impressions video of this because all in all, I think it's awesome and I'm really excited. So again, 1.30 should be out October 12th. I don't know what time depending on what platform you're on, but I also know the 27th is when DLC should be dropping, and you know your boy is going to be playing it. But that's all I got for you. Until next time, everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you for checking the video out. Until next time, stay out of trouble and nothing but love. Peace.